A teacher in tears. Why do some people think it's a good idea to become teachers when they do fear the children they teach? Sometimes life for them is no peach. I think that academics can be remote, and away from real life they float in rarefied towers and spires. To remain at school is what their heart desires. Now I went to a boarding school, and to show weakness there was the action of a fool. When I was in the youngest class, we had a teacher whose actions were a farce. He provided a large UK map so we could mark with a pin our hometowns. He thought this was a lark. We waited till he left the room, and then our mischief did bloom. We splattered the map with ink from our pens. We thought he'd be outraged when he returned. We never thought he'd cry, but he burst into tears, and water from his eyes did fly. When he had to go and teach at the senior school, he was so bullied by the boys, he acted even more of a fool. He climbed out onto the windowsill of the chemistry lab, threatened to jump. The pupils giggled, thought it was fab. Then there was the time that he made himself look even more of a fool, when he tried to make certain Victorian ladies look cool. He loved these redoubtable types with all his might. They were so brave, even in times of fright. Mary Slessor and Kingsley, Florence Nightingale, with their great fortitude and courage they could not fail. The greatest of all was Gladys Aylward, he thought, and our behaviour in life by following her could be taught. She was played by Ingrid Bergman in a film so fine, he really thought her divine. Now in the Baptist Missions films he showed us, God spoke to Gladys, made no fuss. Go to China, Gladys, twice he said. Our teacher thought this gave her street cred. When God spoke to her in the film so clear, his reaction cost our teacher dear. As he burst into tears and did wail, Gladys, oh Gladys, you could not fail. This was too much for us to bear. We burst out laughing, and at us he did in horror stare. We made the poor man's life a fright. He was with us both day and night. After he retired, he had a life of less woe and care, and became a councillor, and then Harrogate's Tory mayor.